Raining. Bit rubbish. Finger bandage. Trolley. Socks. Waterproof trainers. Out with the X-MAXX. With its new expensive servo that's a bit crap, really. Don't know. Doesn't seem to get full steer. Look. Like it struggles. I wanted it to be like dead snappy. Do you know what I mean? Like bang, bang, bang. Look. Especially that way, look. I mean, that's shit, innit? What is that? So yeah, bought the Traxxas one, didn't I? Should have listened to. Look, it's just a terrible turning circle. I don't know if it's because of the slightly wider. It looks like the wheels are going to fall off. I don't know if it's because of the slightly wider M2C, but they're not. You know, it's not a wide kit. It's not as wide as a. It's not as wide as a wide max. It's hardly anything really. Just checking the wheels are on. Looked a bit loose. Looked a bit loosey goosey. So yeah, I'm not very pleased with it really. The servo doesn't seem any different to the one I took off, and this is the most powerful one. I mean, it's all right, but you know. So what I've done, I've put the old original springs on. So I've took off those Adu Racing extra heavy springs that actually had no guide to what the spring rate was actually. They didn't bother even putting it on. They just said strong, I think. They didn't actually give a rating. So I've took them off. Put the original ones on. But I've still got the 80 weight diff fluid in there. Still got the 80 weight diff fluid in, and still got the M2C pistons. So see how that works. I can already tell that the springs haven't got enough power to lift up the back end. So when it goes down, because those new pistons sort of prevent it kind of resetting, the shock resetting. So I can see that when it's pushing down at the back, look, the rear springs haven't got enough oomph to lift that 80 weight and those new M2C pistons, so it's staying squatted. But looks like I have took a bit of the rebound off, and it's got that kind of looks like it's got a bit of that sloppy X-MAXX feel again. See it leaning a bit more, rolling into the corners, a bit more monster truck with those Adu ones. It sort of skipped over the surface because it was so hot, so hard. the whole setup was so hard. This is a bit more normal height jumps. I think it'll absorb them perfectly. Yeah, no issue there. A bit higher up. A bit higher up, you just get a bit more of a bounce. I don't like them, those rollovers. It never did that before I put these pistons in. Traxxas batteries in this one. Got two of them big ones, two of the big 4S killer ones. Quite like them, I do. Running an 18 Pinion 50 spur. Stock electrics, if you give a shit, which no one I think does, but it is stock. And you can see them now, look. You can see the stock electrics. Finely oiled. That is the first time I've ever lost the body with my patented strap. So there we go. Proline body, this is brilliant. Great, that was. Great purchase. Oh. Bit tatty looking now, but it reminds me a bit of the monster truck ones I've just released. You know, the look of it, the way it changes the look of the truck. Because I like those monster trucks. I love the Bigfoot and all that. Looks really cool. But obviously really expensive, and I don't think they'd last very long. I mean, why Proline don't just make some different colours for this? They'd do dead well, wouldn't they? I think you can get it white and black from memory. I think they do it as a white one like this, or a black one. I don't know what I was doing then. Lost my marbles. Oh, can you hear that gearbox? Oh, that's off my MT8. It's making some gearbox. Can you hear that gearbox? Not liking something. Can you hear? Ugh. Let's have a look. Should bring an electric screwdriver really. Be better, wouldn't it? Be quicker. Actually looks alright. Ah, all them stones. Lots of metal filings in there. Freaking stones all through it. Now, I don't know why, but at some point I had to, I can't remember why I had to do it. I had to trim my gearbox cover. That's just fell inside the frickin' hollow, that does. I had to trim this. There. So I'm trying to seal it up, look. But I think crap's getting in. Just get rid of them stones. I think that's what's... Although it was making a noise as if it was slipping. As if the... It hasn't got much of a mesh. Oh, it has. Let's put it back together. It's not come off the. It's not come off the shaft. I actually dremeled the shaft a bit to make it a bit rougher. Like I tried to put a little indentation in so that when I attach my pinion, it was, you know, sticking into something rather than just a smooth shaft. So I have like dremeled like a little hollow to try and stop things like this happening, really. I think it's just took too much off the pinion. Whatever's got in there, maybe a stone, maybe it's lost its mesh slightly. What I'm doing is when I'm landing and it's not landing square, I'm blipping the throttle like that when it's doing that kind of, and I don't think it likes it. You have to try and correct it when it lands. So like when it's kind of like on back wheels or front wheels, I'm blipping the throttle to try and correct at that landing point. You know, when it's going to roll over or lose it, I blip it again. And depending on what's on the ground at that point, that's putting a lot of stress through this. So I think, if you can see, I think I've just took too much off that, so that when I gun it, it's skipping. That feels alright. I just think there's not enough metal left to give that a proper connection. Game over. So it didn't seem to actually do any better on the landings, did it really? Still, look how hard it is when it goes down. It just doesn't come up. Well, it does a bit, look, but not much. It takes an eternity to come back. Front's alright. Oh dear. That's that. Crap. Save your money, it's my advice. Save your money, don't bother. Ugh. Save your money, don't bother. Don't bother with this. Because it cost you a fortune. You always break something. And then you have to drive home. Do the washing. Hoovering. I think I've got to do hoovering today. Right. See ya. Thanks for watching. Back to Battlefield 6, I think. That's what I did last week. Much better. Much preferred it. No dogs, no people. Stopped raining. Feels like winter. Need to bring 2 cars again. Problem is I can't fit 2 with this. Anyway, bye.